Zambia's relationship with China spans more than 5 decades, anchored by one of Africa's most iconic infrastructure projects, the Tanzania-Zambia Railway Authority, Tazara. Built between the early 1970s with financing and technical support from China, the Tazara railway line remains a symbol of solidarity, resilience, and international friendship. For more than 50 years, Tazara has stood as a heartbeat of Zambia-Tanzania-China cooperation. Today marks a major milestone and a new chapter as the three countries in partnership officially commission works to revitalize the line.
Round of applause!
President Hakainde Hichilema says modernizing Tazara holds the same significance today as it did in the 1970s, strengthening ties with China and Tanzania, while positioning Zambia as a regional transport and logistics hub.
Tazara is not just a rail line, it's an economic corridor to deliver imports, to deliver exports, exports between Tanzania and Zambia, imports, exports between Tanzania and Zambia on one side and China on the other. As our trade volumes increase, Premier, this morning you were talking about our trade volumes. As our trade volumes increase, and I know that's the case with Tanzania and China, this idea should be cherished even more. The investments that are increasing from China into Zambia, into Tanzania, joint ventures, capital technology, raw production, processing in our countries, for the domestic markets, Tanzania, Zambia, for exports into SADC, Africa, but more important to China as well.
The revitalization project led by the China Railway Construction Corporation will upgrade the aging railway infrastructure, increase freight capacity, and boost trade along the corridor.
I must also say to the communities, this is your asset. Look after it. All the way from Kapiri up to Dar. There are many communities along the way. Look after this asset. Don't take even a piece as small as my finger, because it will affect negatively the integrity of this line and the value associated with it. Use this economic corridor to produce more food, to process more food, to sell more food to one another based on need. Opportunities to mine, to trade in the mining space. Equipment coming in, mining resources going out with value addition. Also the connectivity. I say the communities along the line, but I broaden the communities to include the Lobeto Corridor communities.
And Chinese Premier says the project forms part of China's renewed commitment to Zambia and Tanzania friendship.
The revitalization of the railway as an opportunity to strengthen connectivity. On the one hand, we should strengthen infrastructure connectivity, consolidating railway, roads, ports, and other infrastructure to build multimodal transport corridor and a modern logistics system. On the other hand, we should strengthen institutional connectivity concerning customs, commodity inspection, and taxes to promote greater facilitation of trade and investment.
And Tanzania's Vice President says a modern Tazara will lower transport costs, promote value addition, and open new markets for Tanzania and Zambia's exports through the port of Dar es Salaam.
Today we have a new opportunity to link the Belt of Road Initiative with SADC development corridors, especially through Benguela, Tazara, coast-to-coast route, and Lobito on the Atlantic to Dar es Salaam and Bagamoyo, the Indian Ocean. This will unlock new manufacturing, EV battery and mineral processing industries, green transition manufacturing using African-rich minerals, and deeper integration across SADC and AFC-FTA.
As Zambia, Tanzania, and China reaffirmed their partnership, the revitalized railway is expected to reconnect communities, industries, and economies from Kapirimposhi to Dar es Salaam, just as it did half a century ago. Ruth Chainda, ZNBC News, Lusaka.
We stand here to launch the important chapter of Tazara history. It is full of revitalization. This phase is anchored on the Memorandum of Understanding signed in Beijing in September 2024, witnessed by Excellencies President Hichilema, President Xi Jinping, and President Samia Suluhu Hassan, and the board trilateral decision on 29 September 2025, adopting a public-private partnership model leading to a concession agreement with CCECC. This is indeed not just an infrastructure upgrade, it is a renewal of a sacred commitment. A revitalized Tazara will strengthen the central and southern corridors, transform trades across Tanzania, Zambia, DRC Congo, Malawi, and SADC, boost imports, export, and transit traffic, support agriculture, mining, industry, and tourism, and create thousands of jobs in our region. Ladies and gentlemen, as Tazara expands, Tanzania is equally modernizing its port system. In her recent inaugural address on 13th Parliament, President Samia reaffirmed Tanzania's commitment to expand the port of Dar es Salaam with new berths, improve efficiency, and ensure smooth connection with SGR and Tazara. Similarly, Tanzania will continue developing the ports of Tanga, Mtwara, and Bagamoyo, ensuring world-class logistics for Zambia, SADC, and Africa at large. The this revitalization also comes at a moment when China is emerging as a major driver of global growth under its 15th five-year plan. This positions China as a critical development partner. Just as Tazara was China's first major inroad into African interior, today we have a new opportunity to link the Belt of Road Initiative with SADC development corridors, especially through Benguela, Tazara, coast-to-coast route, and Lobito on the Atlantic to Dar es Salaam, and Bagamoyo, the Indian Ocean. This will unlock new manufacturing, EV battery and mineral processing industries, green transition manufacturing using African-rich minerals, and a deeper integration across SADC and AFC-FTA. Ladies and gentlemen, there is a Swahili proverb, ukitaka kwenda haraka, nenda peke yako, lakini ukitaka kwenda mbali, nenda na wenzako. Meaning, if you want to go fast, go alone. And if you want to go far, go together. Today, Tanzania chooses to go far with Zambia and China. Maybe President Hichilema will understand more if I say tiende pamozi ni mtima umo. Hichilema tiye, Samia tiye, tiende pamozi ni mtima umo. Thank you so much. Together we build the Tazara economic zone, strengthen supply chains, and open new horizons of prosperity for our people. The world doubted us in the 1960s. The world may doubt us again today. But history teaches us a powerful truth. When Tanzania, Zambia, and China stand together, no challenge is too great, no mountain is too high, and no dream is too bold. If our founding father with little built the great Uhuru Railway, surely we, with all we have today, we will revitalize it and make it a model of 21st century cooperation. Let this ceremony mark a renewal of our friendship, a reaffirmation of our unity, a rebirth of Tazara miracle, and a promise of better, more connected, and more prosperous Africa. Tanzania is ready, Zambia is ready, China is ready, Africa is ready. Thank you very much.